Welcome to my channel. I'm Venus from Heart's Desire by Venus, and today I'm working on a little project that I saw on Pinterest. This lady made book covers. Basically, they're just, your cover of your journal, but it's on a pre-done card, so she just has to put it on whatever masterboard or backing that she has. And I thought this is a pretty good idea, because you can make a few of these covers and then just put them on your journals. And I happen to be working on a couple of blue, white, vintagey journals right now, so I thought I would give this a try. I also had, as you can see, lots of book pages left over. So this is going to be probably a two-parter, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make some flowers to go on the top of this book cover, using my leftover book pages. So I have these nesting dies of flowers. I mean, you've got punches. Everybody's got these punches or tags or punches, or you can use your die cut machine. These are from Heartfelt Creations, and they're nesting dies, but they also come with the nesting stamps to put the flower effects. I'm not very good at drawing, so I thought these were pretty good, and they come in all these sizes, and I thought we're going to make use of these. Sorry, a little squeaky this morning. So what I did is I cut out a bunch of these out of my book pages that I had lying around, the flowers in particular. I'll move these ferns for another time. And then what I did is I gave them a quick whitewash with just an acrylic paint. What did I use? Just a dollar store acrylic paint here. Nothing fancy, and I didn't like coat it. I just went over it so you can still see the book pages underneath the type, but also because it's kind of white on there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stamps that go with these, and I'm just going to stamp on the coordinating flower. Like I said, if you could draw, you could just do this yourself. That would be awesome, but I can't, so I'm just going to do this. Basically, I'm just going to line up which one goes with which. Put this on here. Do I want to stick it on? Okay, I'm going to stick it on. Now I just got to find. I'm going to use I'm trying to do a vintagey soft feel on here. So I'll move those out of the way. I'm just going to use my distressing, what is this one? Vintage Photo. And I'm not being super precise. I'm not trying to make this perfect. I want this to look like it's been washed out a lot. And, lining it up is going to be a little tougher. I think what I'm going to do is line it up this way and flip it over. Oh, perfect. So you can see there, it's not quite catching all of it. It's just kind of haphazard in the middle, which I think is a good, looks good, because then I'm going to go around and ink the edges. But I just thought, I was looking at my stash, and I've got like no flowers left from all my projects. And I thought, well, I guess it's time to make some. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, it's perfect. All right, where's the other size like this? I mean, you could use scrapbooking paper. I just thought I've got all these book pages, and I'm trying to use up everything I've got before I start getting anything else. And yes, my block is dirty. I have my old stamp on there from the last project. Ugh. I have to clean this up, I think. Looks like that way. All right. Any more in that size? No. Let's move on. I'll clean that one later. Let's do the jumbo size. Anyways, I'm just playing this morning, and I thought you might want to see what I was doing. Let's do this size next. I got a couple of these. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp all these up, and then I will come back to you in just a moment. Okay, so I've inked up all these flowers, and I'm just going to do a little bit around the edgings to soften these up a little bit. A little bit more on here. All right, so to build these, I'm trying to do a layered effect, so that's why I cut out a bunch of different sizes. I just want a couple to go on the top of this book cover. Let's see. That one stacks there. I need a big one. And you could do this with patterned paper, anything really. These would also make good clusters too. All right, so I got a big one, little one, medium one. Next size down. Ooh, that one's a little dark. And then the middle one. Not sure if I'm going to use the middle one in there. It's pretty small, but we shall see. Now, when I'm shaping my flowers, move this out of the way. I like putting flowers together. I like to do a little bit of dimension on them. So I've just got, what is this? This is a piercing mat by We Are Memory Keepers. And let's see here. I just need, where is it? You could get an embossing stylus, but honestly, I just use a crochet hook because that's what I've got. And I just like to, because I want my flowers to stand up a bit, so I tend to go a circle in the middle, and as you can see, it just kind of makes the, just do a gentle circle. You can see now they're all standing up this way. And then what I do is I do a little circle in the middle of each petal, just to make it shape a little different. And then I'll just tap it a little bit that way. And then I just kind of run on the edges here to make these petals curl up. So it just looks a little, not so flat. Perfect. And I'm going to do that to all of these. And I don't do them all the same way. Like this one, I'm going to punch out a little different so that the flowers are like more real that way. They've got more depth to them. Okay, and then this one. Go like that. And I think I'll do the same for this one. Perfect. Now I just need some cheesecloth. So you could do cheesecloth, lace, whatever you've got kicking around. I am going to do a bit of this lace that I've got here. Let's see, I've got a bit of lace and I've got a bit of aged lace here. Perfect. So then I just like to cut little pieces of my lace up. just to go, and I don't like the sharp corners, so I just kind of cut them off. Just to add a little bit more depth to them. Again, I just kind of round them out. It's just kind of random. I just don't want any corners. All right. Get all those bits out of my way. Oop, that one could go there. All right. So now let's just see how we're going to layer this. I'm just going to make a cluster. There. I think that's going to be good. So now I've got this brad. These are just gold brads. They're larger ones, but I like the look of them. So I'm just going to punch a hole in the middle of my center cluster here, thread it onto my brad, and then I'm just going to trim this out so it's not so squarish. Just trimming it out here. There, you can see I just trimmed off some of the edging there, and then I'm just going to layer my flower back onto the brad, just a little piece at a time here. Trim that edging off a bit. And it doesn't take much. You just, like I keep all the little scrap pieces that you've got of trims and laces, and you can layer them in here and make quite the vintage flower. I'm also threading them slightly offset so that they're not all lining up with each other, because you don't want it to be perfectly done. And I'm glad I didn't do that one. I think it'd be too small for the brad. Actually, did I? Yeah, no, that'd be too small. This one in here, and then I think I'm going to put the last piece of lace so it's just peeking out in some spots. Open that up, and there you've got a vintagey looking flower cluster. So I'm going to make a whole bunch more of these, and then when I come back next time, I'm going to show you the next stage of this book plate or book cover. I'm not sure exactly what you want to call it. But so I'm going to make a bunch more of these, and I'll see you in the next video. Just a short one today. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. I do love to hear from you. Pop on over to my Facebook group if you've started making some of these too. Let's just see what everybody's doing. And have yourself a great day.